Our final video is going to be just a quick video to show you how to finish off your scarf, weaving in the ends from your scarf, and then if you would like, you may make it into an infinity scarf, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So I have my last row that I've created, and I have my tail. I did try to do one more row, but I did not have enough yarn to be able to go all the way across. So I pulled out what I had done and completed it on a full row. And then what I did is I did my slip stitch at the end of the row. And then all I need to do to finish it off is just pull this end all the way through the loop and then just pull it tight. And that'll create your knot. Now what I'm going to do is trim this a little bit. Actually, I'm going to leave it long so that I can show the infinity scarf. What I'll do is I'll show this end. Okay, this is the start end. And I have my tail from my start. And in order to just weave in these ends so that you don't have this tail hanging out from your scarf, you're just going to wrap it around the yarn. So I'm just going to kind of put it through the loop and then put it through the next loop. And I'll go through quite a few of the loops. Not pulling it so tight that it pulls it all together. Okay, just enough that it's just kind of wrapped around. I'll go through one more. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of find an extra loop or kind of like a knot deeper in the scarf. And go through a couple of those. There's really no science to it. It's really just a matter of getting that tail kind of put through the weave, through your stitches. And making sure that it's just kind of secure so that you are able to trim the yarn and then just have that little tail. So in order to make the infinity scarf, so that would be a scarf that is attached at the ends so that it makes a big loop. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to use my tail to stitch them together. So what I want to do is just kind of match it up. Okay, and you can see my one end got a little wider than my starting end, so I'll just kind of stretch that a little bit so that it matches up. And then I'm just going to use the tail and just go through, sort of like we did with tying it off. Go through the loop, and then I'll go through this stitch on the other end, and then I'll go through the loop and go through the stitch. I'll do one more, just kind of wrap around and through that stitch again. And then just to create a knot, what I'm going to do is just kind of pull that loop, put my yarn through it, and then I'll wrap it around, kind of like we do when we're tying off our thread. But I'm just going to go around once, and then I'll just pull it tight to create a knot. So you can see now it's all connected together. And then you can just weave this end in similar to how we did the ends. You can just kind of wrap it back through, have it kind of go down into the knots, and then trim your end. So what I'd like you to do is give me a picture of your final length of your scarf, and then make sure you show me the ends that you have woven in your yarn ends. And if you do an infinity scarf, obviously you can show me your seam. All right, and then you can post all of those pictures to the Google Classroom assignment.